What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I made buttermilk fried chicken momo with a hot honey butter dipping sauce. Actually, these are spicy fried chicken. And then I have a chorizo dumpling over here, pork and chorizo with a chipotle, oh my god, with a chipotle sour cream lime dipping sauce. This was a true labor of love, guys. Like, if you have never made dumplings before, it was challenging, but also highly fulfilling. And once you get the hang of it, it's like really therapeutic. It was just me and my folding, turned on a nice playlist. It was awesome. So I'm just really happy that I finally got all of this done. These are both recipes from Emily Fedner's new digital cookbook, Dumpling Lover's Diary. I've actually made one of her pasta lover's diary recipes when she released that cookbook. So now she has both of them available. Tons of awesome looking dumplings in there. I had a hard time choosing, and to be honest, I want to make a few more. There's like these breakfast ones with Spam, egg, and cheese that are just calling me. I'll put a link in the description of the video in case you guys would like to get a copy yourself. Because it is in her cookbook, I will not be providing the recipe for today's video. So yeah, if you want to get the recipe, make this yourself at home, head to the link in the description of the video. All right, guys, I have earned this. It is time to eat. How flippin' cute are these momo? I didn't necessarily like fold these in any sort of traditional or professional way. These I was like more impressed with myself with. This I kind of just formed into, well, you guys saw, like a little purse and kind of pinched the top and gave it like a little twist. All right, I'm gonna do a spicy fried chicken one first. The hot honey butter. This butter dipping sauce, guys. Oh my gosh. The honey in here, I mean, the butter in here, but that combo is flippin' delicious. This tastes surprisingly like fried chicken. And you saw there was like a little dredge with buttermilk on the bottom, so it is kind of fried like fried chicken. Mm. Mm. The wrapper is so chewy, it's amazing. Oh man. I had a few extra wrappers too, storing them in the freezer. Yay. I also bought way more dumpling wrappers like this, but this was like a little time consuming, but pretty easy. Oh my gosh. The filling is like still juicy, a little spicy, and I love that it's dark meat chicken, so it's got enough fat to have kept it like moist. The bottom of these is nice and crispy. My napkin fell on the floor. I'll get another one. So these looked so great before they went in the pan. I feel like I might have added a little bit too much water, but they've still got a nice crispy bottom. The tops look a little bit more wrinkly than I think I was expecting, even though that is how her photo looks in the cookbook. Some of them have kind of ballooned because I'm guessing I left some air pockets inside, so it just sort of blew up. And these dumpling wrappers I purchased, she gave a specific recommendation for dumpling wrappers. I had to go to like a specialty grocery store, but she said these are like her favorite to use. And so I'm like, if they're available to me, I'm obviously gonna get them. It's so juicy inside. The like neon colored fat that's kind of running out of it. Got a really nice kick to it. This is super smoky, spicy, and kind of creamy and tangy from the sour cream. And then you get that hit of acid. From the lime. Whew. Oh man. By the way, this is just a wine that one of my girlfriends brought over. It's a rosé from Chile. Rosé from Chile. That's got a ring to it. So something that I learned while making dumplings is they dry out really fast, the wrappers themselves. So when you have the wrappers, you want to really only take them out when you need them if you've got pre-bought wrappers. For these, the fresh ones, once they were cut, I was putting them on top of parchment paper and then putting a damp, not wet, but damp towel over top of it. You do not want to stack dumplings on top of the wet towel though. That would be a huge no-no. Resulted in some major fails. Definitely had a minor dumpling disaster on my hands. But the second time around, I didn't make that mistake. I had all my sheet pans lined up with parchment. None of them were stacked and they all turned out great. So if you guys can see, the top part here is like almost like a braided edge. So that was fun to do. What I love about it This part here and then the top part here where everything comes together, those are like the chewiest bits. As I'm like, it's getting hot in here. Oh man, I love these. These are really good too. They're just kind of making me feel in pain. Really spicy. I know I'm like a huge wimp when it comes to spice, so these might not be spicy at all to some other people. But yeah, for me, they're a little aggressive on the spice. However, I did buy hot chorizo, so I definitely had it within my power to not make them spicy. I just underestimated. Am I completely insane? I've never made dumplings before, and I decided to make 2 different kinds plus homemade dumpling wrapper for one video. If I can be honest, definitely took me 2 days worth of work to make these. I made these another day, I screwed these up another day, and then I recooked these today. I actually frozen these until I had the chance to make up the rest of this. It did not come out perfect the first time. The first few times that I wrapped these, I screwed it up. So it took a few tries. Trust me, I don't get everything right on the first go. Though I will say I am pretty impressed with myself. These turned out really, really great. I really love this dumpling wrapper and this filling. Like, this is definitely my favorite, I think. They're both delicious. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm filling up. I still want a few more. I feel like now that I know the basic recipe for this dough, it's gonna be so much fun creating other fillings. A shrimp one would be so good, like a Thai curry shrimp one. Oh my god, that sounds so good. And a little wontons, but I really like these. I want to put shrimp in one of these. Add different spices to the dough, different liquids. That'll be my cheek. Kitten! Why do cats do that? They just like face the wall, like the corner of the room. Sometimes they'll like put their forehead against the wall. I heard that that could mean that there's something like wrong with your cat, but I mean, they don't ever have any other symptoms, not anything out of the norm anyways. So unless that's like the only symptom for something real crazy, I just think it's weird though. I love chorizo. When we were in Mexico in September, we went to Tulum, but then we stopped in Playa del Carmen on the way back up to leave. There was a taco place called, I want to say it's called El Fogon. Flippin' best al pastor tacos ever, but they also had queso fundido, which is like the best thing ever if you haven't had it. It's just like queso, but like stretchy, gooey cheese and not like a dip necessarily. You can have it served with like different meats, and chorizo is like a really popular option for that. Holy crap, guys. These were like some of the best tacos I've ever had. Just like super simple, everything done really well. Some of the best tortilla. I miss Mexico. I really, really miss it. I just like want to live in Tulum. It's like where I want to retire, but I want to be there when I'm young too. So very conflicting. Actually, I would not want to retire there. There's way too much going on. Maybe one of those more secluded resorts. One that's like not party, party, party all the time. It's probably where I'm going to be at when I retire. We flippin' loved it there though. Like one of my favorite places I've ever been. The vibe is real. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. I will have this one and then I'm going to call it. This was so good. Guys, I'm just like so tired too. I can't even explain. I am so exhausted. I have not gotten enough sleep the past few nights. I've been dealing with some computer issues, which is just the most infuriating thing. They're literally replacing like every piece of my computer. Literally. They replaced my motherboard. Now they're coming to replace the hard drive and the heating something and the fan. Like the entire computer essentially. But they refused to replace it in its entirety, which I thought was like a waste of time. I guess they know better than me. It's a Dell, by the way, a Dell XPS 15. It was supposed to be like the best thing for editing Adobe. The weird thing is like I don't have any problems like working the rest of the computer other than it getting like obnoxiously hot. Like it's burned me. Adobe just like won't work properly. And I thought it was an Adobe problem. I really did. Like I called support, had to work through all this stuff. I undownloaded it. I re-downloaded it. I checked it on my computer, my old crappy computer, and it worked fine. I'm like, if you guys have any insight on that, by the way. I mean, the guy's coming tomorrow to replace everything else. And then like I'm immediately like hopping on and seeing if like the same problem exists. And then I mean, what do you do at that point? What do I do? So good. I like kind of want one more. All right, just one more. Dang it. So flippin' good. These fried chicken momo are giving me life. Water. Water is pretty much the only thing I drink, by the way. Like, I'll pour myself a glass of wine for these videos, but I'll have like half of it. A lot of times I just pour the wine right back into the bottle because I'm the only one that drinks it here. Shane doesn't drink. Relief is what I feel. I'm so happy that I finally finished making these and that they were delicious. Again, if you guys want to make these, I will link her cookbook, Dumpling Lover's Diary by Emily Fedner, in the description of the video. On that note, I literally feel like my eyes are like just shutting. Right as we speak, they're just shutting. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I want to know, which dumplings did you like better today? I know you couldn't taste them, but which sounded / looked the best to you? Which would you like to recreate at home yourself? Of course, comment below any other suggestions you have. I have to be honest, like, making these was the same process as making pasta. But with pasta, you don't have to make all those cuts necessarily. Like, I have a pasta machine thing that attaches to my KitchenAid, and it's got a spaghetti and a fettuccine cutter thing. So I just feel like there's some homemade pasta videos coming up for y'all. Big surprise, I am already thinking about my next pasta video right after being completely stuffed full of dumplings. All right guys, thanks so much again for watching today. Appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.